Yo, it's your boy King Marko in the building. Here to give y'all boys some gang. Well, what you got to say, guys? Hmm? Hmm? What you guys got to say? Look like the GOAT fell short. Guess he ain't going to make it. Guess he didn't make it to the Super Bowl. I don't know what to say at this point. I don't know. Uh, I mean, something. Hmm? I thought the Buccaneers didn't need Antonio Brown. Hmm? I thought they didn't need him. What's going on? I tried to tell y'all they made a mistake letting Antonio Brown go. Yesterday, I told you that if they would play the Rams, they would lose. And the reason why they played the Rams is because they didn't have enough dogs to beat the Rams on defense. Tom Brady, he threw for 300 yards, but, he struggled the majority of that game. And, the sad part about that game is that the Buccaneers should have won that game, considering that they had four turnovers. How do you have four turnovers and be down 27-13? You got four fumbles in the game, down 27 to 13. That tells you that your quarterback ain't getting the job done. The quarterback ain't got enough weapons. This was a time where they needed Antonio Brown. They needed him on that field. Straight up. They needed AB on that field last night. They what they say? They say they doubled up on Gronkowski and they put Jalen Ramsey on Mike Evans. Jalen Ramsey alone is a problem. Okay, just him alone. Mike Evans, I told you, Mike Evans is going to have a problem because he got Jalen Ramsey guarding. Okay, you can't really expect Mike Evans to have a big time game when you got Jalen Ramsey guarding. Okay, then you doubled up on Gronkowski, and they didn't really give a damn who the other receiver was. That's where AB should have came in. If AB was there, the Rams wouldn't have been able to play that kind of defense on them. They wouldn't have been able to double up Gronkowski the whole night. Okay, they would be forced to play honest. But this is what happens. I told y'all, the Buccaneers straight up stepped over a dollar to pick up a dime. That's what they did. They was too busy worrying about AB and his money, and they wasn't really focused on the real goal. And the main goal was to get back to the Super Bowl. Okay, that's what you did. You just blew an opportunity over $1 million max. Okay, blew an opportunity to go back to back. Okay, they could have won that game yesterday. Straight up, could have won that game. Tom Brady wouldn't have started off so slow. But he started off slow and he worked some magic at the end of the game. But he got some help like he always did, but it wasn't enough. Okay, it wasn't enough. Now this just boosts up AB stock because every time he leaves a place, that place underachieves. Oakland underachieves. Um, Pittsburgh, they really ain't been shit since AB left. They said we gonna roll with Ben Roethlisberger. We gonna keep Ben Roethlisberger and get rid of AB, and Ben Roethlisberger ain't been the same. Okay, forget last year. I don't care about what he did last year. They started off strong and finished out real weak last year, and this year they was just weak all year round. Ben Roethlisberger was just weak. Okay, bottom line, that's basically what all this boils down to. You know, you can't keep getting rid of your stars and still expect to go to the Super Bowl. It's just not gonna happen. Okay, just not gonna happen. You should have just gave AB his money. If you'd have gave AB his money, he'd be playing, and it probably could have won yesterday because they wouldn't have been able to. The Rams wouldn't have been able to play defense like they did yesterday. Okay, wouldn't have been able to do it. There's no way that you're gonna double team Gronkowski and then leave Jalen Ramsey to worry about Mike Evans and then Tom Brady's left to throw to bottom rate receivers. That's what happened yesterday. Now if that was Antonio Brown on the other side, they would have to play a little more honest. But Tampa Bay thought they was bigger than that. They thought they didn't need no stars. As long as they had Tom Brady, they cool. Nah, Tom Brady need help just like everybody else. Okay? There's no quarterback that's made to the Hall of Fame that made it by themselves. Okay? He's too old to be putting the team on his shoulders. He's too old for that. Okay? Bottom line. And moving forward, Tom Brady don't know what he's gonna do at this point. He don't know what he's gonna do. He might retire because Tampa Bay is gonna have to figure out a way to get their team better. Their team ain't good enough, and he's not about to risk his legacy. You know what I'm saying for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. At this point, they have to go either the free agency, they got to go into the draft, and they're going to get some players. Because right now, Tom Brady ain't too sure about where he stands with the Buccaneers. Losing Antonio Brown, over $1 million, he might not have agreed with that. He might would have given Antonio Brown the money if it was up to him, but it wasn't up to him. Okay, he just the quarterback when it's all said and done. And the Buccaneers didn't want to pay him. They rather give it to somebody else. Okay, but now you done lost your chance to get to Super Bowl. Okay, and you lost because of talent. Okay, that's pretty much what it was. The Rams is more talented than the Buccaneers. That's basically what it was. Okay, they could have easily sat there and said to Odell Beckham, the Rams, they could have easily sat there and said to Odell Beckham, you ain't gonna play that much right now, bro. This Cooper Cup's team, you know what I'm saying? This is Matt Stafford's team. This is the Matt Stafford Cooper Cup show. They could have easily did that. But what they do, they just threw Odell out there because why? Because they know Odell just being out there, it opens it up for everybody else. Bottom line, Odell, he had a basic game, but he ain't out there to put up big numbers. He out there to open it up for everybody else. That's why Cooper Cup damn near had 200 yards receiving yesterday. Okay, because you still, even if you don't believe in Odell, you still gotta respect him. Okay, and that's what the Buccaneers didn't have. The Buccaneers didn't have that threat. They didn't have Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown could still ball, but he ain't out there. So now all they got to worry about is Gronkowski and Mike Evans. We'll put the best DB in the game on Mike Evans, and we'll double up Gronkowski. I like my chances that way. Okay, because now all you got is Scotty Miller and then somebody else, and the Milkman and everybody. Man, that ain't gonna work against the Rams. I told you it wasn't gonna work against them. They can't afford to be playing these kind of games when they're going up against good teams like the Rams, who's loaded on defense. They're loaded. Okay, they're just loaded. Bottom line, they got a nasty pass rush. They got deep. They got a good secondary. They just loaded. Okay, and they got beat based on talent because of talent. Buccaneers didn't have enough talent to beat them. That's basically what it was. And Tom Brady at this point, he don't know what he's gonna do. He kind of in limbo with this. He might retire. He might not want to, but based on how the Buccaneers is looking and the Rams is looking, and the Rams ain't looking like they ain't going nowhere no time soon. They're gonna be around. Looking at how they're built, how they're structured, that team ain't old. That's a seasoned team that's gonna be there next year if they don't have no major injuries. That team is loaded, and Tom Brady's looking at that. He's like, "Shit, I'm gonna have to look at the Rams again." And God knows whoever else that's going to turn up being good next year. You know, I don't know where Aaron Rodgers is going to go. Where is he going to go? Is he going to go to a team that's better than Green Bay? Is he going to stay in Green Bay? Is Green Bay going to reload? Or is Green Bay going to get the players that they actually need to win? Are they going to get those players, or is Aaron Rodgers going to leave Green Bay and go to a team just like he did? Go to a team that's already loaded. What's the Cowboys going to do? The Cowboys going to eventually break through. He's looking at all these things and he's like, is Tampa Bay going to make the necessary moves that we need to make in order for me to prolong my career? Am I going to do that? He's looking at that and he's like, I don't know. I don't know. He don't know if he's going to retire right now. Okay. We don't know. He down there looking at the same. He down there thinking that he's dealing with New England all over again with the way that they let go of Antonio Brown. Yeah, at this point, this is too late in the season to be dumping players. This is too late in the season to be playing games with people's money, man. It's too late in the season. And you should have known that Antonio Brown wasn't gonna stand for the bullshit that they was giving him. Yeah, he'll take a little bit of stuff, but overall, when you start playing with his money, which wasn't that much to begin with, when you start being petty, this is what you get. Stepped over a dollar to pick up a dime. That's what you did. And now they're paying the price. Now that Antonio Brown's gone, now you gotta wonder, is Tom Brady gonna be gone? He might come back, but Tampa Bay's gonna have to revamp that team. They want to revamp that offense. I'm sorry. They want to get another receiver in there to help them out because the receivers that he got ain't gonna cut it. Okay, they got to get better. The Rams got their number. Straight up, they got their number. They beat them twice this year. And if it wasn't for that little late game heroics that they had, these were two beatings that they were taking, that they took from the Rams. The Rams them outplayed them both games. Okay, that's fact. They whooped them the first time. Then the second time they came in, they was up 27-3. These was beatings. Now, this ain't gonna cut it, y'all. Y'all, NFL teams, you better stop playing your star players, man. You can't treat your star players the same way you treat a second string player, third string player, practice squad player. You can't do that. You're gonna have to accept the fact of that person of who he is. AB is gonna be AB, and you have to be willing to accept it. Okay, accept it. There's nothing. That's okay. That's okay. And if anybody have a second string problem or a third string player or a second string, third string player has a problem with it, cut them and tell them you ain't AB. Okay, you ain't Tom Brady. The rules are different for you. When you start balling like those guys, then we'll treat you differently. That's how they should just go. AB's all pro. So if AB wants to be 10 minutes late for practice, he's 10 minutes late for practice. Deal with it. He's a star. You go to you can go anywhere, any kind of, you go anywhere like Hollywood. You can go to into the music business. You can go anywhere that's dealing with stars. And one thing that is synonymous with all stars is that they're late. Okay, that's that. No star is on time. Okay, it's what it is. Deal with it. You go anywhere. You go music, movies, other sports. You go anywhere. Hell, you go even in the business world. Stars aren't on time. They're always late. They always have you waiting. That's why they stars. Okay. I don't know what the hell these people thinking that this shit don't. I don't know what the hell these coaches thinking that this shit don't apply to players in the NFL. I don't know why they get off thinking that. Hey, if he's a star, he's gonna be late. You want to put up with some of the bullshit they have. That's why they are who they are. Bottom line. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, y'all in trouble. Y'all in trouble moving forward. Okay? Bottom line. And this one you knew that they was gonna lose. When Tom Brady gets the incentives for Rob Gronkowski and Mike Evans. Right then and there, you should have known they was gonna lose. Okay, your karma wasn't right. He goes back in the game to make sure that those guys get their incentives. But AB is left out in the cold. Okay? That right there shows you. The football gods don't like ugly, man. This is ugly right here. What the Tampa Bay Buccaneers did. I understand AB did some things, but did some things that wasn't cool. But the fact of the matter is, you got to look at the bigger picture, and the bigger picture is to win a Super Bowl. Y'all motherfuckers better start being like Al Davis. Al Davis would have looked at that shit and would have gave a damn what AB did. He just told AB to show up on Sunday. He wouldn't have gave a damn. Okay, and that's what these owners need to be having. That's the approach these owners need to be having with some of these players. I ain't saying all players, but with guys like Antonio Brown, he's not motivated by authority. He's against authority. You have to understand that. And you can't just sit there and say, "Well, if he's not going to do what we tell him, well, then we're going to get rid of him." You might get fired because you might not win enough games. Then what? Oh, you did that to prove a point. Oh, okay, interesting, very interesting. You better stop. You better start looking and learning, man. Okay, you can't treat your stars the same way as you treat your second and third string players. Okay, they're stars. Okay, remember that. Okay, AB's a star. Okay, that's what he is. Give him his $1 million. Okay, give him his $1 million. It wasn't that much to begin with. You wasn't paying him that much anyway. Let him have his $1 million, and that so that y'all can actually go in there, with a peace of mind, saying that hey, I've done everything that I needed to do to help this team win. The owners did not do that this year. They did not do everything they needed to do to help this team win. They made sure that people got their incentives last year. Okay, that was fact. There was a report saying that coaches were saying that they wanted to make sure that the guys would get their incentives last year. And what happened last year? They won a Super Bowl. This year, they're playing different kind of games. Oh, we'll let Mike Evans get his incentive. We'll let Rob Gronkowski get his incentive. But AB, he ain't getting no incentive this year. See, right there, it's bad management. AB wasn't getting paid no money no way. If he was getting 25 million, that's different. Then I say, yeah, forget AB. He got enough money as is. But he only made $1 million this year after taxes. He's cleared $1 million. That ain't no money. And then you played him on another $1 million. See, you count his money too much. Okay, you should have just said let him have $1 million. We trying to win a Super Bowl. We trying to be a dynasty. Okay, if giving AB $1 million is gonna help me get a dynasty, fuck it, I can surrender that straight up. If AB takes the sprinkles away from your Sunday, is the Sunday still gonna taste? Is the Sunday gonna taste bad? Hell no, that bitch gonna taste good. Gonna taste real good. Okay, you sitting there worrying about the sprinkles when you should have been worrying about the Sunday. You dumb motherfuckers, you Buccaneers, y'all better get y'all shit together. Cause I can tell you right now, if I was any of them assistant coaches right now, you better hurry up and get a fucking job. You better hurry up and take the first job, the first head coaching job you can get in the NFL. You better hurry up and take it. Because next year might not be so good. Next year might be worse. I would tell the coaches that you better take that job as fast as you can right now. If you can get it. If you can get it, it don't matter where it is. Just take it. Because you might not get another head coaching job. Period. They might not be considering you because y'all might be 9-8 next year. Especially if Tom Brady retired, it could be worse. Y'all might be, 6-11. It could be that. You better hope Tom Brady don't retire. Because from the looks of this, he ain't too sure whether or what he gonna do right now. I want him to bet that. He not sure. This ended out on a sour note. They should at least been into the NFC Championship. But bottom line, they ran across a team that had more talent than them. That's basically what happened. Okay. Basically what happened. They got beat by a talented team. Rams ain't playing them kind of games. They gave Odell. I bet you Odell got his money. Okay, they put Odell back in that lineup, and he's just as much of a star as AB, if not more. Okay, they got good chemistry with the Rams. They're gonna win it all. The Rams is gonna win it all. I think. I think somehow they're gonna figure it out. They're gonna win it. It's theirs to lose now. They're playing at home, so it's theirs to lose. They just got to get past San Francisco, which I think they will. But overall, Buccaneers, get y'all shit together. Bruce Arians, get your shit together. The owner of the Buccaneers, get y'all shit together. And I'm signing out this motherfucker. I want y'all boys to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Hit that cash app. Holla at your boy. It's King Marko. I'm out the building.